Everybody thinks you need a viral video in order to get your first sales, but I'm living proof that I got my first 100 sales without going viral, without paid social media, and without a massive audience. But what I did have was consistency, passion, drive, and a small few strategies that any small business owner can start using right now. The quickest way for you to get your first 100 sales is to turn up at markets. Any market, any in-person event you can get yourself to, even if it is just like a garage sale, small business market in your local area. Get yourself there, get your products there, get a stand. Anytime I do an in-person event is a really quick way to get sales because most people there are already going to purchase. And a lot of people want to support small business owners. So if you have something quite unique and like a candle or even food stuff, at a market you are guaranteed to make some sales. So I definitely recommend more in-person things, especially niche owned and in the right areas. So if you are like a black owned brand, going to black owned business markets are really good. If you are a beauty brand, going to a beauty themed event market would be good. For example, with us, I like to attend more natural hair events. They usually do really good sales wise for in-person events. If you're looking to make those first sales, friends or family and in-person markets are going to be a great way for you to get those first few sales. When I first started my business, the first thing I did was committed to posting on social media because it was free, because it was a great way for me to get awareness and eyes onto my products. I simply just posted as if I was a blogger. I would post on my business page every single day, posting inspo pictures of girls with curly hair. That's literally all I did to build a following on my Instagram page. And bear in mind, this isn't even my own content at that point. I was literally just resharing other people's content, which I wouldn't recommend to do right now, but this is just to show you guys how you can get started before you're even started. So something that you can make sure that you do today is to pick 2 platforms that your target audience are on and are using every single day. For me, that would be Instagram and TikTok. For you, it might be Snapchat, it might be Pinterest, it could even be Facebook. Pick what works for you and just choose 2 that you can be consistent with. And you can even repurpose. So whatever you post on Instagram, you can also post on TikTok. You do want to post every single day and show up daily, but if you can't do daily, at least do free so that you are still visible to your audience. You want to create some content pillars. For me and my business, it would be curly hair tips, product demos, behind the scenes of the business and me as a small business founder, our business journey, and also UGC and review style content. For you, it could be something else. Write down the pillars that your customers and your audience will resonate with. It's going to give you more depth as a content creator because you're not always posting the same things over and over again, and you make sure that you're speaking to every single type of follower and customer that is on your page. Just remember, it may feel like you're posting and nothing is happening, but I know myself, I recently bought this lamp. It's so random that I'm bringing this up, but it's a real story. I recently bought this Lumi lamp, and bear in mind, I've had this in my notes to purchase for the past year, and I've only just now purchased it. People could literally have your product saved in their to buy list, in their wish list. They just haven't bought it yet, but the more that they keep seeing you, the more that you're reminding them, it's just going to keep them in the loop, and it's going to make them think, I'm going to buy it at Christmas, I'm going to buy it on my birthday. But you have to keep that visibility up. So just make sure you keep going, because not everyone is going to buy the first time they see your product. But if you are posting a lot, you do kind of like speed up that process. Social media organically is the most amazing free tool that we can use as small business owners in order to gain sales. Bear in mind, it's not going to be something that just happens overnight. The next thing I did was I gifted influencers. We didn't have UGC back in the day, so it was just influencers that were around. Now, influencer marketing, I feel like has kind of died out, but it still works if you are working with content creators. It doesn't have to be someone with a huge following. It just needs to be someone that posts about your niche and their followers are very engaged with them and they believe and they kind of follow everything that they do and everything that they purchase. You want to find a few niche people like that you can gift them, and they will post about you for free. Not everyone is going to do this, of course, but if you catch people that are new to the content creation game, or just find people that would actually benefit from using your product and they would really like to get it just for free, bear in mind that it may take you a long time for them to actually post because they are going to prioritize people that are paying them over free gifted items. In the long run, it is going to pay off because you can reuse that content for email marketing, for ads if you get permission. This is gold, and it's going to give more social proof to customers that aren't sure about buying because they're not really sure if anyone is actually using this except for you as the business owner. Getting influencers and content creators on board is super important. Make it a habit that you are outreaching people, because the more people you ask, you are going to get some results and something from it. The next thing that really increased my sales and helped me to get sales without going viral was link backs to my website and SEO. So this is something completely separate from social media. Now, if you look at the analytics on your e-commerce site, of course, I recommend Shopify. I do have a free trial for it. I'll leave it down below. But on Shopify analytics, you can actually see where your traffic has come from. I get a lot of traffic from Google, and that means that people have been searching for certain terms and our website has been ranked for that, and they've clicked on that because of the search term. I also get a lot of website visitors from other people's blogs and websites that have mentioned us. This is a great way for you to get more traffic to your site. If you can get interviewed or featured by another magazine or a website or a blog post, you're going to get their traffic coming to your website. And that is how I really got a lot of sales, because I was featured on a magazine called Spell Magazine. And then I was featured on another website. It was like a beauty blog that was recommending products, and we were featured as one of the products. And a lot of traffic came from them. So if you can also outreach PR and blogs and beauty websites alongside your outreach of influencers, that's going to really boost visibility and traffic to your website, and then again, hand in hand, bringing more sales. And bear in mind, these links last for years. So this same article has been bringing traffic to my website for years now, without again even having to lift a finger, create content or post on social media. Next is again building on that Google SEO. On your website, you have so many opportunities to help you rank higher for certain keywords. For me, it would be curly hair, satin pillowcase, satin bonnet, and I can rank high for those words by using my blog posts. On Shopify, you have the option to have a blog, and you want to be writing consistent blog posts, including those keywords. Back in my day, I had to literally think and write out a blog. Whereas now we have ChatGPT and AI that can do it for you. You just want to make sure that you tell it exactly what you're trying to rank for. That's something that you can do along with your headers and the text on every single page. Also, they do have an SEO section and excerpts that you can actually type in yourself at the bottom of every single product on your website. Again, in Shopify, when you upload any images, you want to make sure that you are entering keywords for the titles of those images. All of those things really do add up and help you with your Google search ranking. Next, you also want to be gathering emails and also reviews from those sales and the traffic to your website. So you want to make sure you have a pop-up screen on your website. As soon as someone gets to the website, they are entering their email address, and that's how you nurture those visitors and those customers and keep them coming back, so you can build up to that 100 sales. So once you have their email address, you want to be sending out newsletters at least monthly, but you also want to just send out valuable emails and promotional emails on a consistent basis. I try to send out emails at least 3 times a week. Doesn't always happen, but I do try and stay consistent with email marketing because it is a great way to bring people back to your website to purchase. And you also want to use apps like Judge Me, which is one that is on my Shopify store that will gather reviews from sales in the back end without me having to chase people. It will literally send out automated emails and ask them for their review. And then once you gather those reviews, that's going to again, hand in hand, help with you to gain more sales. The last thing I want to mention is just having faith. Consistency, dedication, putting your all in and having faith is what's going to get you there quicker too. So if you are a believer, I know that prayer works. So you want to really be praying and putting in the work and just see where God takes your business. I know that it's not easy, but with prayer, all things are possible. With God, all things are possible. So I definitely would say that that has really helped me on my business journey to keep going even when things are tough. I did not get my first 100 sales overnight. It took probably the whole year to get to 100 sales, maybe even 2 years. It was such a long time ago now, but I know that with the way things are going with social media nowadays, you can definitely get 100 sales, especially if you attended a lot of events as well. It all depends on which route you want to go down, how much time and effort you want to put into your business. With the right amount of effort and strategy, you can definitely get there. It is not impossible. So I hope that this video helped you and inspired you. Definitely let me know down below if any of these tips or strategies have worked for you or are working for you. If you have further questions, leave them down below and I'll be happy to help. As always guys, I will catch you in the next one. Bye.